Welcome back to Black Bull Podcast. Today we got Jessie Alcaraz.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're from Lit Workshop?
Yes.
Lit Workshop. And just go ahead and tell us all the clients they have and everything that you are allowed to. Okay, she's under some strict NDAs, so we're not going to go into that. But
I like how every single time you start off by saying, we have Jessie, and then you stutter on the last name. Even when it was Joe DeMeo, it was like the
like Joe goes by different
You're
names.
so close to, and you're still just like Joe without fail. All right, I'm sorry. I got to rag on Alex a little bit beforehand. But what's your deal?
What's my deal?
Yeah, what do you do?
I work at Lit Workshop. I work in the print department / media. It's under construction right now. We're revamping that up. I work as a print production specialist and maintenance and run machines, and then I do large scale vinyl graphics and installation, and on top of that, sometimes design work for clients.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, I do some cool stuff, like imagine 9-foot windows, or like 4-foot sectioned off vinyl installs, or we do large rollouts for retail fixtures. So the type of clients we have, can't say what, but you wear or use their products every day. You see their products everywhere. We just do massive retail fixtures for them and then ship them out to anywhere.
I'm sure we can imagine who it is. So in my experience with print, it's so much more complicated than people realize. Like whenever I'm working with a client and it gets to the print house section of it, usually you got to know what you're doing. Like how would you guide someone who is so ignorant in that topic, like through the print process?
It's honestly kind of tough.
Yeah.
My job is to just make it look like what the client wants. Even if they send me files that are missing fonts, I have to ask for those fonts or I have to find the fonts, whatever. If the file's set up incorrectly, we have to double check just to save our asses to make sure that, hey, this is what the client wants. And most of the time, just my job is to make it look like that. I can't really explain it to them. I'll explain how the printer works, the type of machine we use, how it prints colors and everything like that, but I just have to do it, just make it look good for them.
Yeah. So aside from just printing, you do design work.
Yeah.
And you brought in these stickers. They're pretty cool. It's a little candle sitting on a stool. It says,
Yeah,
I'm
I
lit.
printed those and made those today.
Today?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, today.
Whoa.
I can print anything. Like our printer is 8 feet by 10 feet and it prints up to 2-inch depth. And everything has to be flat. So we can print on acrylics, metals, laminates, different types of wood, solid surfaces.
What would be 2 inches
awesome.
in depth that you would print on? Like
Wood?
Yeah.
Like a plank?
I think the
2x4.
thickest thing we've ever printed that I can think of was bent metal. So it was this giant, I want to say like 4 foot by 3 feet, probably, metal whiteboard for a client.
And does the ink go like through it?
No. So
Just on top, yeah.
the type of printing we do is UV printing. So it's meant for outside fixtures. So any like signs when you go to, for example, let's say you go to IKEA, all those giant signs inside there, or you go.
I'm confused of what UV is. I know like offset, digital.
Yeah. So our printer has 7 heads, CMYK, and then light magenta, light cyan, and then plus 2 white, so 8. And each one has, I think, 12 heads in it, and it sprays in a circular pattern. So it like sprays dots at different sizes, and then the UV ray, like the UV lights cure it, which makes it like adhere to solid surfaces better.
Does it make it like hard?
Sometimes. Yeah. Well, not really like hard, but the only thing that can remove it is denatured alcohol or isopropyl.
That's intense.
I've never even heard of this. That's crazy. It's blowing my mind right now.
It's a ginormous printer.
How long is it? How quickly does it print?
Depending, we did probably a 7 foot by 3 foot rollout or magnet. Took about, for 2, I want to say 8 minutes. That's not including load time and prep time and clean time and preparing the material, but it prints pretty fast. It's got like
Whoa.
a huge head and gantry that runs across the entire flathead table and prints the entire thing.
How much design do you do as opposed to production?
As of lately, more
Design?
more design.
Nice. And is that what you prefer?
Yes.
How do you, so we always ask this of everyone, but how do you like stay in the game mentally to be creating that much all the time, to be designing constantly?
Hobbies. If I can't do stuff at work too much, especially when I'm designing. If I'm just staring at my computer in my space, it's kind of, it's not that exciting there.
Right.
But then we always step out for a little bit, take a break, get some sunshine. And I work with 2 people, 40 hours a week, and I've known these guys for the last year. I see them more than I sleep, probably. But those guys, keeping things funny and interactive, that's like the best way I can continue to design.
You skate too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like to skate as well, and that's also a good way just to clear your mind because you have to stay so focused on what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Other than skating, I think there's like working out, drawing. There's so many things, but we do express the value of that because if you get burnt out, everything just is so affected by it. I mean, like, at what point do you realize that you might be burnt out and you need to do something like that?
I think if I start to feel burnt out, I'll either have a hard time doing it or just take a breather from it and then come back to it, or just force myself to do it anyways. Because as a designer, you don't ever get to really do things you like all the time.
Yeah.
The client work, yeah.
The client work.
The curse of the client work.
You think something looks good and you send it to them and they don't like the copy and then they send you shit copy. And then they're like, oh, there's all these grammatical errors in there. I'm assuming they don't want that, but I'll fix it anyways for them just in case.
Yeah, you kind of sell your soul at times because you as a designer show them what you think will be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't like it, then you just kind of do what they want to get paid in the end. And it's not really up to you at that point, which it sucks, but it's the reality of it. You give them your advice, and if they don't accept it and they're stubborn, you kind of have to settle and sell your soul a little bit.
Pretty much just do whatever the client wants.
Gosh.
I had a client ask to design an entire RFP deck just to kind of pitch what we can do, our capabilities at my job, and like all the kind of jobs we've done and what our jobs how it can benefit them. And they wanted the whole thing done in Microsoft Word.
What?
Whole thing. It was 12 pages, 13 pages, and it had to be very strict to the guideline, and it had to all be done in Word. I was like,
why?
Because they wanted to be able to copy and paste it. I was like, you can do that with a PDF.
Yeah, PDF could do that.
Okay, I'll do it in Word.
But like, does it get complicated? I mean, I don't ever use Word to embed images. I mean, like, I know with InDesign, you have like the package folder. Most things have a package folder.
Mm-hmm.
Does Word have that?
No, but luckily it like kind of just embeds the photos, but one false move and it shifts the whole template.
You're just making a menu, which is all text, but you want it to like look structured, and then you add a single thing on Word, and it's just like, bleh, and you're like, now you have 7 more pages.
Mm-hmm. And it's harder because you can't tell the size of your images. If your images are 1 inch or like a little bit bigger, then at least lately it's gotten a lot better with formatting, but I never want to have to do that again.
Even with presentations, like people who always want it on PowerPoint and stuff, like PowerPoint is so restrictive. But I mean, I don't know how I'm going here, but like if you did a presentation, what would be your preferred platform?
Depends, but probably Illustrator. Illustrator's my bitch. I love Illustrator.
Export as a PDF and just go through that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Illustrator
I like InDesign.
and InDesign.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for layout, InDesign, but I always like love working in Illustrator.
Is that where you're most comfortable in, just Illustrator?
Yeah.
I'm most comfortable in Photoshop. I just love Photoshop. But you can't like do anything like that with it. But just that toolbar, I thought about like that'd be a cool tattoo, the toolbar.
Just the toolbar?
Yeah, just the Photoshop toolbar.
Damn.
I think a good tattoo for me would be the selection tool and the direct selection tool.
Yeah.
I think the little black arrow and the little white arrow.
Yeah.
Solid. Or the pen tool.
The pen tool. God, the
pen
dreaded
tool.
pen tool.
I drew that dude in the pen tool.
Yeah.
Which guy?
The green dude.
Yeah, that
The
looks
little
like totally looks
monster.
like a pen tool.
The pen tool is like the one thing that nobody wants to learn, but you got to do it. And then once you got it down, you're unstoppable.
I love the pen tool.
Yeah. What's the meaning behind the monster eating the ice cream?
I was listening to Ice Cream by Raekwon. That's about it. Then I was like, oh yeah, sick. Draw this little monster dude while I'm chilling here listening to this music.
With a little loincloth, one tooth.
Yeah, monsters eat ice cream too.
Are you the monster? Is that what it represents?
I mean, we all have a little monster in
I was
us.
just going to say that. It's a little tiny piece inside us all.
We all have monsters
The
in
little
us.
green horn monster with one tooth who smiles and has a pot belly and eats ice cream.
God damn.
I don't. The message that sends is deep. I like it.
Oh, so what do you do for fun? Like outside designing? What's your lifestyle like?
Usually skating, hanging out with my girls. Gotta stay up with the girls, and probably chilling with my lizard.
Where do you skate at?
I sometimes skate under the Fremont Bridge.
Right there?
Yeah.
Little slappy spot?
Yeah,
I
the
go
little
there.
slappy spot.
But they knobbed it up
They
recently.
knobbed it.
Oh,
The little manual pads, they
Yeah.
knobbed it.
But only one side.
Yeah, the other side's still good, but it's not as good. Then there's a wall ride spot over on like 35th and Vaughn or 27th and Vaughn. Yeah, and it's like a little bank to wall ride that's a solid
Really?
spot. Yeah.
I want to see that. Gosh.
Do you think the street artists skate?
Street artists?
Yeah. We have a bunch of street artists come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they do. They ride bikes a lot too.
Okay.
Like I know Citizen rides bikes.
I
all the
actually
time.
met quite a few skaters that do art, but in their own little niche.
How can you be a skater and not be an artist?
I think the
you have
art
to at least pretend to be an artist.
Yeah,
At least at
art
once in your life.
is the
If you're a
skateboards.
skater.
Have you seen some of the crazy skateboards? that
Oh,
people,
yeah.
like the decks?
art on the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the grip tape. Like I've
Even-
seen some people
yeah.
do their own pasted grip tape.
Did so much as the skateboarders art, like not just the actual artwork on the bottom, which can get totally insane, but just the design of the skateboard is so complex to get it to do the things that it can do. They're so hard to build, just to have like the absolute perfect curves on them, so you can actually ollie and kickflip and all that stuff with ease.
It's crazy how the skateboard hasn't like really changed much since the 80s or 90s.
There's all
Yeah.
sorts of shapes.
They got some shapes, like they're a little more, they are kind of reverting back to the 80s just a little bit with like the pointier nose and the flatter wide tail. But
Yeah, but they're keeping the bends that they started adding in like the 90s or whatever, these like really precise, just like finishes.
yeah. But
There's some
touches.
wide boards.
they're getting wider
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time.
They
Well, remember the longboard explosion
Oh,
in
God.
the early
Yeah.
2000s? Or
Now you're going to zoom in, it's just like a million longboards for some reason.
Yeah, they overproduced them for
Yeah, they
sure.
suck. But they are kind of like the gateway for other things.
Yeah, I shamefully admit that I started longboarding.
Everybody did some
But
longboarding.
It was huge. Like
Yeah.
I'm short. I'm a short person. I'm only 5'1.5", and I had a board that was 4'10", and it was
Wow.
it was 10 inches wide.
That's
Yeah.
pretty big.
I think I started with skateboard and then did longboard when the boom happened. But after like a couple really intense falls, because we would bomb hills.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
yeah, you got to get one of those giant rubber bubbles that you can be in, where that people just like run into each other and bounce off of, and then you get on the longboard.
Yeah.
And then you fly down, and then when you fall off, you just bounce for like 100
I don't know if
yards.
that would be more scary.
It would, but it would be sweet.
Yeah, I don't know what's safer, to be honest. That's just a ridiculous idea.
Skating is just not really
It's a great
safe,
idea.
but
Yeah,
it's
not.
fun.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's insanely fun. And then like when you actually land tricks, you're like, oh my God, I did that. And then you're like, I don't want to do it ever again. Or you do, and then you
You have to do it at
try to
least
be
one
amateur.
more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more. You have to show your friends.
Yeah.
You have to be like, look, I can do it. You know,
Get it on tape.
Yeah. Get it on tape
get
or
it in a
whatever.
video, and then,
Yeah.
and
You
then
only
it's
show
cool.
them the completed attempt, and then you have the blooper reel.
There's something about like trying to get it on tape where I think it just makes it worse.
Oh, totally.
Like your performance is just ruined.
For skating, you think? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always
Yeah,
hurt
maybe.
myself when I film it because I try just a little too hard, and then it just throws everything
yeah,
Or you
it's
start to
true.
overthink it.
Yeah, you do need
Yeah.
to loosen up a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
to do the freaky shit. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta get over the terror. I was trying to think. What's there's some other thing that I do that's terrifying. That is a little sport like that, but I can't remember what it is.
But
Rock
you-
climbing can be like that sometimes.
Ooh. I tried that
But-
for a little bit.
Yeah, but it's good. What my favorite thing to do in rock climbing is let go and know that I'm not going to die. Like when you're harnessed.
Oh,
I don't
you're
know.
talking
It
about
just
top
feels.
rope.
Yeah. When you're doing the top rope. Yeah.
I was doing
It
bouldering for a
feels
little bit.
good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bouldering's tense.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Well, it's not a physical thing, but just putting things online is terrifying.
Yeah, that's I don't get as terrified. That's a different kind of terror than the physical terror. I feel like I don't know. For me at least, it feels different. It's more just like hope everyone doesn't make fun of me instead of like I might die. I don't know.
Yeah, like I made a video about how to fold a reflector. Which it was silly, but Harbin was telling me that he had to like YouTube it. And I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna make a video like that. But I was low key worried that someone would be like, this is way too simple. This is stupid. But I didn't.
You're
really
always
care.
worried about.
I put it up anyways.
Everything. I'm glad you put it up.
But I think I try to hit the spectrum of like super simple, and then some like they're complicated.
Yeah. I mean,
folding a reflector is extremely simple.
Yeah.
But some people, actually, a lot of people like screw
You
up.
actually explained it so almost too simply. I was like, you were like, you just twist it and then it's done. I don't know.
Well,
it's like those. Because have you ever used one of those? If anyone's ever used a tent that folds like one of those light reflectors, that it's like a triangle, but it's also a circle somehow when you fold it. It's like the most
those,
frustrating,
like, twisty ones. You have to like fold in on itself.
Yeah, invented by demons. It's like that's
terrible.
That's I don't know. That's what the instructions basically are like. They're like it'll just fold. Just keep flipping it. It'll fold into a circle.
Do you know how to
problem.
do it?
I did it like a month or two ago, a couple months ago. There was lots of cursing, and yeah, but I did it. Have you never? Is that a feat?
I don't know. I'm just curious.
Yeah, no, it was insanely difficult though.
Did you film it though?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if Ben could do it.
But the person whose tent it was mad. Do you have one? All right. Wait, are you have the tent?
No, I have a reflector.
Oh no, I was talking about the tent. The reflect. Well, all right. We'll see the reflector. The reflector is way easier than the tent.
This is a simple one.
I should be able to do this.
All right, I'll play it. Ben's holding it.
Okay.
What? Oh, that was not how I explained it, but he did it.
I thought that was how you explained it. Did you get that? Okay.
The figure eight.
No, dude. The tent is like that's nothing compared to the tent. The tent is a freaking nightmare,
dude.
It's like four of those like together. I don't know. It's weird.
I saw these people at Savi's trying to put a tent away, and it took them so long that when they finally got it, everyone around started clapping. And I was like, "Oh my god, those poor souls!"
Dude, the guy in the video who knew how to do it took forever. He's like, "Oh, it's no problem," and it just took him forever. And I was like, "Man, it's a nightmare." Anyways, if you can learn to fold stuff like that and wrap cables, you can get a $20 an hour AV job. Because
wrapping cables.
No, like that's it. Like seriously. There's a union and stuff, and I think it's a lot harder to get in now than it ever was, especially in Portland because everyone's here. But it's a good gig. You get paid pretty well.
What's the folding reflector of the print world? Something that seems so simple, but everyone screws it up.
Stickers, vinyls.
Really?
Vinyl install. You got to make sure there's no bubbles in it. And imagine putting on a sticker. It's like 9 feet.
Oh, so how do they do it then? Do they?
You have to do it in sections, and there's like a technique to it.
Oh God.
So let's see. For example, I did a install from. It was the first time I was there. It was like my first giant install. My mentor's like, this is probably gonna be the hardest thing you do here. And it was 7 windows inside the building, and I had to cut these 9 foot by 3 foot pieces of vinyl, like clear vinyl with a printed image on it, and then squeegee and install it myself. And I was on a 10-foot ladder, just me, and no one was allowed to help me. So it was just me by myself because that was my task, was to get this done.
So you use a squeegee.
Yeah, you use a squeegee, use tape, lots of tape to like measure yourself out, make sure you're in the right location. You got to put it in there, then you have to like tear off a little section, get it placed. And then once you have your tape, then you start to roll the material back and then start to squeegee. And you have to squeegee in like a certain way. It's called snowplow. That's what my mentor calls it. Back and forth, back and forth. Can't miss anything. Otherwise, if you get bubbles, then, well, that's obvious. You could easily stretch and get a crease in it, then you're fucked. That's it. It's done.
See, I screw up a screen protector on my phone. I couldn't imagine doing like a huge. How big was it?
It was 9 feet by 3 feet. A couple windows were a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine.
That is insane.
Every time I screwed it up, my mentor came in. Looks like shit. Take it down.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because I would get a crease in it. I was like, oh gosh, I hope I can get that out. If I can't get it out, then that's it. It's obvious. You'll see it.
Man. So what's your life goal as a designer?
As a designer?
Like if you could be doing anything, where would you take your work?
To the skate industry.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm with you on
Definitely.
that. I love the skate industry.
Dude, you guys need to start a skate design company.
There we go.
I actually have a board that I'm going to paint.
Oh, no way.
I can print boards.
I'm
And I
gonna
have-
like paint on it though.
Yeah,
you know?
that's pretty cool too. Like I have screen printing capabilities. So I like have made my own screens and done all that and print shirts and stuff. So if you're down,
We should definitely.
we can print a skateboard.
Let's collab on some skateboard designs.
That'd be sick as fuck.
I'm really game on that. I love skateboard
That'd be
designs.
super sick. I love your shirt, by the way.
Thank you,
Speaking of
Space
sick stuff.
Jam.
Yeah. Space Jam.
Is that an original one? Or
No,
oh,
that would be tight though.
it's cool though. I like
If it was
that.
original, it'd be really expensive because then it's labeled vintage.
Wait, what?
Yeah, everything vintage is expensive.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a tight shirt. I think I got this from Christmas. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I thought there was going to be a second one with LeBron. Like, what's going on with that? Didn't we hear that like 6 years ago? And nothing happened?
I don't know.
All right. Well, you guys don't watch basketball. And then Space Jam.
Is he even a
Back
good
to
actor?
back.
Oh yeah, he was in that one movie.
You what?
The one with like Amy Schumer, and it was a dating movie, and he was
Amy Schumer.
he was like the
Bummer.
overly affectionate friend of Bill Hader.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
I remember him being a weird friend of the lead male character.
Yeah,
whatever.
just, like
whatever
too
was happening
emotional
there.
and attached.
So I don't remember. But yeah, I didn't see that movie. So,
Anyways, he could do a Space Jam then.
yeah.
He could be a good actor.
There's a chance.
Was Michael
Yeah.
Jordan a good actor?
No.
No. I just
But-
recently watched it again.
Yeah, that movie's harder to watch as a late 20s adult. That's for sure.
I can't really watch, and this is going to be controversial, I can't really watch Pixar movies.
What?
I know. I feel like they're
You
too...
mean ever or anymore?
anymore. I just think they're cheesy.
I was gonna say like when
Uh,
Monsters Inc. came out, like that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But like now, like
Like-
everyone's watching what Frozen is. I'm like, that's just, I'm not going to watch that.
Keep banging the table. Frozen,
that
dude.
wasn't me.
No, it's me. Frozen's. I think I've been the worst culprit today, but no, Frozen's not targeted at adult males. I don't think really. So
feel like-
Frozen, I thought that was Disney.
it might have
Okay,
been Disney and
Disney.
it owns Pixar
Oh.
or whatever.
All
so.
of it. All of it.
Yeah,
Except for
so-
when the designers and the artists go off and do side projects. There's some deep ones. Like, God, it was like this one where this kid was revisiting the location where his like mentor died. It was like super intense. Anyways, dark, not normal Pixar.
There's
There's no happy ending. And it was like, yeah.
There's a Disney movie that came out forever ago where some kid watches some other guy beat another guy to death with a rock and then throw him off a cliff. And then the rest of the movie is apparently about the kid like being like, oh shit, like in the forest, like,
Whoa.
like trying to figure out how to like get the guy cut. Yeah, I don't know. I rented it with my grandpa when I was like 8 or some shit, and then like watched the beginning, and we were just like, "What the fuck?"
For
and
a Disney
turned
movie?
it off. Yeah, it was like Disney like funded it or something. Like yeah, they had something to do with it, but it was super fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds really dark.
It was so dark.
That doesn't sound enjoyable.
No.
It was
I don't
not.
think I could watch
It
that.
was old,
Yeah.
so it's just like low budget, and yeah, it's like I don't know. Anyways, that's dark and not fun. What's fun going on in your life recently?
Recently, I now have 3-day weekends.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, I wake up at the butt crack of dawn. I work 10-hour days from 6 to 5.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of non-existent Monday through Wednesday. But Thursday through Sunday is a party.
Wednesday through, what was it?
Thursday through Sunday.
Oh, okay.
So tomorrow's my Friday.
Do you watch a lot of Disney movies over the weekend?
Not exactly.
Oh, the dark ones? Do you watch the dark ones?
You just watch dark
No.
ones and Pixar ones, so you
You
go
know-
back and forth.
I would be down to have like a dark Disney night. If you could just like give me a list of all these dark movies to watch funded by
there-
Disney.
There's some dark Disney stuff, or you could watch what Disney stories are based off of before they were Disneyfied, and it's even darker, like The Hunchback of Notre Dame, however you say it, and Little Mermaid, and
What up, Fantasia? That was kind of crazy.
Fantasia was sick, but that was just like trippy. But then Fantasia 2000 was like
Ruined it.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
Or the city of Atlantis.
Did you see? Is Atlantis Disney?
I don't know.
It's the underwater. That's like a
Yeah.
But that was. I don't remember how dark that was though.
It wasn't dark.
What was the dark movie with the mice? The detective, the mouse detective or something. That was pretty dark.
I don't know.
I don't know,
You
the
don't
only-
watch anything.
The only mouse movie I can think of is Ratatouille,
Yeah.
and that wasn't dark.
I don't. This might not have been a Disney movie, but it was an animated like mouse. I think it's called The Mouse Detective. I'm pretty sure. But
Remember
it was
that mouse
super dark
comic that was like resembling the Holocaust called Mouse MAUS?
No.
It was, yeah. Anyways, too
Man,
dark.
I don't watch a lot of Disney, but I watch a lot of Cartoon Network
Cartoon Network is.
and like Adult Swim.
You ever see Delocated?
Mm-mm.
I'm just swinging a miss. Swinging a miss.
Did you finish The Last Samurai? Or
No.
not The Last Samurai, Samurai Jack.
No.
The final season.
No.
What?
No.
It was like released like a decade later, and you
No.
haven't. Oh, man,
I was
so
a big
disappointed.
Rocko's Modern Life guy.
Hell yes.
Rocko's Modern Life was good.
I started rewatching
That
that.
was kind of dark at times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he
Yeah.
like became the boss and had like the bulges coming out of his head and smoking a big cigar and like big and fat.
You know he was a phone sex
yeah.
operator?
What?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember, yeah.
Rocco was a phone sex
Yeah.
operator. Like there's so many sexual innuendos.
Oh yeah, that shows the hypersexual innuendo for sure.
Wait, he was a phone sex operator? You gotta be kidding me.
And
Dude,
what was his dog's
Seth
name?
MacFarlane used to
Spunky?
work for them.
Spunky and
back
Heifer.
then.
Heifer's like a bull with no balls.
Yeah.
Like that's
And has wolf parents.
Seth MacFarlane was a writer for them back then, or for Hanna-Barbera, for Cartoon Network. And he did Johnny Bravo mainly, but he also
God,
did like
Johnny-
Dexter and he did
Johnny
the cartoon.
Bravo.
Yeah, he did the cartoon stuff. But you know, we all know how dark he gets. But yeah,
Wow.
dark stuff's good. It keeps you inspired.
Mm-hmm.
I saw A Dark Place, which is amazing. Everybody knows that's amazing though. Did you ever? Or A Quiet Place? Not A Dark Place.
Oh, Quiet Place.
She said we said dark too much. A Quiet Place.
no, I haven't.
watched
With John
that.
Krasinski
Yeah.
directed it and stuff. Dude, it's freaking incredible.
I haven't been
Remember
to the
Lu-
movies for a minute. I need to get over there.
Yeah, it's hard to sit for that long, for sure.
And
I
it's
would-
so quiet.
I went when it was empty, and it was literally just me and my friend, no one else, so I could just talk the whole time, which like I needed to do because it's such a silent movie. It was too.
I
awkward
felt
for
like
me.
such an asshole. I had popcorn.
Yeah,
I was trying
it's
to-
next.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole
At the
movie.
bottom, just loud
the
crunching.
the whole place was just silent because that movie's very, very quiet. So
Yeah.
I was just sitting there like,
Well, the
Yeah.
whole premise is if you make noise, you die, and so there's all this tension, and everyone's all quiet because they're like, oh, if they make noise, they'll die, and then someone's just like, you know. And then, like,
What about No Country for Old Men? How there was no like soundtrack. It was just the eeriness. Oh, I love that stuff.
Yeah, well, that captures the essence of the ambient. I don't what the
Yeah, suspense.
yeah
So suspenseful.
yeah exactly,
Yeah.
and just like the desertness of the area.
Yeah, yeah. We're just going on and on.
Yeah, about the most random stuff.
things.
But I don't know. What I
Is
feel
there
like.
anything you want to plug about yourself?
Yeah,
Or promote shamelessly?
Shamelessly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have funny stories.
like what?
First time I went to a strip club.
All right, go for it. We love stories.
First time I went to a strip club was probably about a year ago.
Whoa.
It was the first time. It was a drunken night in Chinatown. We probably picked the worst strip club we could go to, Spice. I mean, luckily I didn't have to pay for anything. Well, the guy I was dating went to a strip club and his friend bought him a lap dance. He's like, "Are you mad at me?" I was like, "No, just buy me a lap dance." And he's like, "Okay, sure, let's go to the strip club. I'll buy you a lap dance." We get to the strip club. I'm drunk. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, "Ooh, there's boobs everywhere. Cool." I sit down. I'm chilling. This girl comes up and starts dancing with these two other girls, and they don't really look like they're having the time of their life. But I'm drunk at this point, so I'm having the time of my life. And I'm asking this girl, I was like, "How are you doing? How do you like your job?"
no.
drunk me.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And then the guys I'm with are like, I know this sounds terrible, but they're strippers and you don't really treat them like people.
Oh, what?
Oh my God.
What? He's
They
like,
actually said that?
Yeah,
That's
he
insane.
actually said that. I was like, he's like, I know how it sounds. You're just supposed to pay them. I was like, okay, I guess. But I mean, she seems nice. He's like, she's supposed to seem nice. She wants you to give her money. I was like, okay, whatever. So I'm looking at this girl. And then it gets a little weird because she starts getting all close and sexy on me and then goes, I don't normally do this sober. It's like, oh, well, that just set the mood for a strip club for me.
I wonder what she was trying to get at by saying that.
I didn't
Wanting a
really
drink.
want to ask, but she didn't look like she was having a good time. I felt weird.
Yeah,
Like, is this how this is supposed to go?
Yeah, maybe she probably did want a drink. She probably thought maybe you'd buy her a drink.
Yeah, or maybe a little bit more. I don't know.
She was asked, like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. But then I ended up finding a girl to give me the lap dance. We paid $30 for a song.
Yeah, that's usually what it
Steep
is.
prices.
And that's a pretty
And
normal.
we got like a couple.
20.
Dude, it goes like up to 40 sometimes.
What?
Yeah, I feel like 30 is kind of normal. 25.
I mean,
Totally
luckily I didn't have
depends.
to pay
It
for
totally
anything.
depends, but yeah, I've definitely sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Well, we went to the back, me and the boyfriend at the time. And so the girl starts giving us a lap dance and I'm doing the same thing. You look like you have a lot of confidence. She's like, oh, I have so much confidence. Pulls out her boobies. I'm like, oh, this is sick. How are you doing? And the song was over. It's like, wait, was that it? That's
Oh, no.
that's how it goes?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
The song's like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
You're always like, what?
I feel like they kind of slowly take you back there too, just a little like stall some time.
Yeah, don't they usually like wait and then start for the next song?
I don't know.
Depends who you got.
You got ripped off.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't pay for it, so I was chill with it.
Yeah, but still.
It was somebody else's money.
Throw a fit. No, I'm kidding.
That was my
Don't do
first. That was my first strip club experience.
Damn. You went all out the first time
Yeah.
and got ripped off. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I wasn't
probably.
there. I don't know what happened.
I mean, the guy I was with got ripped off.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool that.
Everyone gets ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Yes.
Yeah.
This,
This is the most random shit, but hey,
wait.
whatever.
No, we need one more story. I need to cut it. Right.
Okay.
No, I mean, yeah. Unless you got somewhere to be.
No, I don't. No.
Okay. Let's do
I'm
it.
just gonna go eat after this.
All right.
Let her go
All
eat.
All right.
You're good.
All
Thank
right,
you for
fine.
coming on.
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
any other like job questions you guys need from me?
No, just anything. Yeah, unless there's anything you want to plug. Yeah. What's your guys'
There's
website?
one thing I do want to say that the skate community, at least artists in there, are definitely needed for people that want to do stuff. Like I've met a photographer the other day, female photographer who skates, and I think she said she was like 35, and she's just been skating for the last 6 years, and she made a zine and gave it to me. It's like, this is tight. She's like, yeah, I printed these out for free. I take all these photos. I promote female skaters. It's called Skating with She's and Hers.
Get her on.
She's cool.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I think it was like Annalise, Amelia. I think it was Amelia. Yeah, got it. It's Amelia. She's tight. And I was like, hey, I got print. I do design work. I can help you out.
Dude, yeah.
I'm looking forward to collabing with you.
Yes.
I definitely want to do some stuff.
Yes, you should. And then
Yeah.
you should meet some other artists in the skate scene
Yeah,
because
totally.
there's a lot of cool people out there that don't get any recognition for the stuff that they do, but make some cool shit.
This is just something I want to do. Just have a full on like skate art exhibit.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be the
The
perfect
show
kind of
out would
thing.
be tight for that.
And then like even some of the artists that I know, have them do artwork on a skateboard for it.
Oh yeah, I just went to one a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago.
I'm not original then.
No, it was photography. This dope ass chick made grip tape art. And then there was some T-shirts and just some random skate
Sweet.
photos. I won a
tight.
snowboard.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, so I'm gonna try that this winter.
I'm going to talk to Luke about this.
Dude, that would be super
turnout
fun. I would love
for
that.
skate shows is tight.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta throw one, especially in this space, in this area.
I'm on it.
Please do it, Alex. I'm so excited now.
I'll network for you.
That'd be great.
Gotta go to the skate park. Just start throwing out flyers. Just be like, hey, come to this show. Come up with a cool name too.
Yeah, witty.
It's got to be like a skate pun or something.
I'll think about it.
Skater's block.
Skaters
block.
It could work.
Yeah.
Skater's slappy or something along those lines.
I'll think about it.
Got to do something.
Skater's slab. That's terrible. Skater's block.
And on that note, thank you for listening.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank
Glad
you.
to come back.
You guys are cool.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you have a good night. Peace out.
And whoever stole my motorcycle, I'll kill you.